Allah never closes the door before opening another, and it was by His grace that the transferred funds helped construct the Fazl Mosque in London in 1924. The historical significance that the Fazl Mosque has attained today is for all to see.
और मैं समझता हूँ कि उस वक्त की अहमदी ख्वातीन की कुर्बानी इतनी सच्ची थी और इसकी कबूलियत के लिए दुआएं इस दर्द के साथ उन्होंने की होंगी कि एक मस्जिद तो उन्होंने अपनी ज़िंदगी में बना ली और दूसरी मस्जिद की तामीर में हो सकता है आज उनकी नस्लें शामिल हुई हों.
The fervor and zeal that the ladies demonstrated back in 1924 can still be seen today. It is an amazing coincidence that this time, when a mosque was to be built in Berlin, the world is again faced with an economic crisis. However, Allah has willed that this blessing will be bestowed on the community of the promised Messiah, on whom be peace, and the construction of the mosque was completed before the onset of the current economic crisis. However, the building of the Khadija Mosque was not without its own issues. Since plans to build a new mosque were formalized, a number of groups held protests and voiced their opinions, by and large unfairly and wrongly, accusing the community of denying equal rights to women and opposing a lack of religious freedom. But little did they know that God foresaw everything, and it had been willed and decided that a mosque would be built in Berlin. The architectural design of the Khadija Mosque was developed by a young woman from the Ahmadiyya community in Germany. She also managed the construction process of the Khadija Mosque amongst men, a strong indication of the equality of women within the community. The mosque is built on a plot of land just over 1 acre. Permission was given for a 13-meter-high minaret. The mosque has 2 halls, a flat, a guest house, a library and a conference room, providing the local community with an ideal center for both spiritual and scholarly education. At the inauguration, His Holiness in his address reassured the German people of the loyalty of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community and explained the true purposes for erecting the Khadija Mosque.
This mosque we have built has not been made for any jihadi organization or any terrorist activity, but it has been built simply for the worship of Allah.
Die Moschee der Ahmadiyya-Gemeinde, rund 250 geladene Gäste kommen zur feierlichen Einweihung.
Das Besondere an der neuen Moschee: die Frauen bekommen den repräsentativen Raum unter der offenen Kuppel, im Gespräch den Mund zu bedecken.
Muss man eine Moschee bauen, das ist das Symbol für die Einheit und der Platz, wo man zusammenkommen kann.
Ob man dort mit Schuhen reinkommen kann, das ist ganz einfach gelöst. Normalerweise darf man eine Moschee ja nicht mit Schuhen betreten, aber der Boden ist mit einer dicken Plastikfolie ausgelegt.
Lehrer werden zur gleichen Zeit mit einer bunten Kette für Toleranz und Vielfalt durch Heinersdorf ziehen. Es wird noch eine Weile dauern, bis der Streit um die Moschee vorbei ist.
The opening of the mosque attracted headline news. First mosque opens in Germany's ex-communist East. First mosque in East Berlin opens. Protests failed to stop Berlin Mosque. East Germany's first mosque opens amid protests. First mosque opens in East Germany, marred by protests. East Germany's first mosque to open amid protests. From a communist area to a mosque in Germany. doors open at Eastern Germany's first mosque. First mosque opens in former East Germany. East Germany to get its first mosque. First mosque in former East Berlin opens to protests. Opposition to the mosque is gradually subsiding and will come to an end when the message of peace starts emanating from this holy place.
From this mosque of ours, there will be no other call apart from love for humanity, affection, reconciliation, justice and peace. And you will observe and realize that what I have said were not mere words, but were indeed acted upon. And time will, God willing, prove it to be so.
Das war eine sehr ausgewogene Veranstaltung, wo auch viele Menschen aus der Pankower Gesellschaft und darüber hinaus vertreten waren.
Sehr schön. Ich fand es sehr feierlich.
Was mir ganz besonders gefallen hat. Ich muss sagen, ich war eigentlich auch beeindruckt von dem Kalifen und von seiner Ansprache und von seinem Gesichtsausdruck, der eigentlich sehr friedlich war, sehr friedvoll war. Und
I have been very much impressed. It's an extraordinary, beautiful piece of work.
Wenn wir zurückdenken, vor 2-3 Jahren, diese zugespitzte Debatte hier im Ort. Ich erinnere mich sehr gut an die Grundsteinlegung, wie wir hier wirklich umlagert waren von Heinersdorfern Bürgern. Da muss man sagen, das ist doch ein unglaublich guter Prozess gewesen.
In Zukunft wünsche ich mir, dass das, was wir eigentlich in Reinickendorf erlebt haben, eine sehr gute Nachbarschaft mit der Gemeinde, dass die hier auch sehr schnell greift, dass die Nachbarschaft funktioniert, dass die Menschen spüren, dass hier friedfertige Menschen sind und dass das Willkommen, das der Bürgermeister ausgesprochen hat, letztendlich ein Willkommen dann für alle und von allen sein wird.
On Friday, the 7th of November, His Holiness inaugurated the Al-Mahdi Mosque in Bradford, UK. Taking 2 years to complete, it cost approximately £2.5 million, all paid for by the members of the community.
And Bradford is on the screens around the world as a new £2.5 million mosque is opened in the city.
Welcome to tonight's News in Focus with Sunrise Radio.
The Ahmadiyya Muslim Community of Bradford are unveiling the £2.5 million Masjid Al-Mahdi in the city today, and it's funded solely from voluntary contributions. Women gave up jewellery, children offered their pocket money to make this noble project a reality. Hadrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, Khalifa of the worldwide Ahmadiyya Muslim Community, opened the mosque today with Friday prayers.
The Masjid Al-Mahdi is one of the largest in the north. It has space for 2,000 worshippers. And Simon Meir is there for us. Simon, I'm sure there are great celebrations today.
Attended the Friday prayers at the inauguration of the mosque. The centre is one of the largest purpose-built mosques in the city and can accommodate more than 2,000 worshippers. The mosque features an 8-metre dome and a huge hall where all community groups are welcome. The Ahmadiyya Muslim Community hosted a special reception to mark the inauguration, where various dignitaries from the local community were in attendance. On the 8th of November, the industrial city of Sheffield became the centre of attention. The local community gathered to witness the inauguration of Baitul Afiyat Mosque. Hadrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad unveiled a commemorative plaque to mark the occasion. That same evening, dignitaries from different walks of life attended a gathering at the mosque and expressed their delight on this new addition to the city.
It is a pleasure to be associated with an organisation, with a religion that says love for all, hate for none. And I think if we reflect on that, really that is what we all ought to be doing in the world today. And with the leadership of this association, then there is real hope around the world to bring peoples together in tolerance and respect for one another.
These mosques will not just be regarded as mere architectural structures, but also as centres for interfaith dialogue, promoting peace and harmony.